Yes, Kushi.
Okay.
So we'll start in a few minutes. Okay, it's going live now. Okay, it is going live now. Everybody keep quiet.
Sir, excuse me, can you just remake me co-host? Actually,
Yes. Okay. Good evening, everybody. You know the importance of today. Today is our Independence Day. India got independence on August 15 midnight. Welcome again to another club section of Toastmasters and Gavel Club meeting of Chakshumathi. I know we all are waiting for hearing some exciting news by our friends. Let me assign Kushi Nigam as today's Toastmaster. She will be handling the role of Toastmaster as well as she will be judging the toast of our friends. Right? So Kushi, today we have few people confirmed that they will deliver some toast. One is our little GS Suthan. Okay. Another one is our Ashwin. Then Harsh Mittal, Atul Krishna. So there are 4 speakers along with our dearest Arushi Gambhir. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
So
Okay,
over
so this
to
is the
you.
order.
Yeah, over to you, Kushi. We
Okay.
can start the show today. Thank you.
Okay, great. So welcome to another chapter of our club meetings. And I'm so happy. I would like to say Happy Independence Day to all of you. I hope we had a good one today. And I'm looking forward to hearing what's your iteration of independence today by inviting the first speaker of the day, who's GS Suthan. GS Suthan, can I have you on the stage, please?
Good wishes, everybody.
Susan, one second. Just go a little behind to the camera so that we can see your upper body. Okay? Yeah, that will be fine. That's fine. Now let me see your voice. Let me hear your voice.
Good wishes, everybody. I would like
Go
to start.
go ahead. Okay, you can start now.
Good wishes, everybody. I would like to start my toast by saying a quote from Tirukkural. அருமை உடைத்தன் ரசவாமை வேண்டும் பெருமை முயற்சி தரும். The English interpretation is, do not be discouraged by just thinking how difficult the task will be. Hard work will bring in the success you deserve. Yes, hard work teaches us discipline, dedication, and determination. It is certainly important because it is Only through hard work we can achieve the goals of our life. It is what can help us achieve a better life. Moreover, the harder we work, the more confident we become in our life. Thus, hard work together with time will definitely lead to success. So, let us all work hard to live an independent life. Happy Independence Day to all. Thank you.
Thank you for that lovely speech, G.S. Suthan. Now I would like to invite Ram Kamal sir on the stage for an evaluation. Sir, can you evaluate Suthan, please?
Okay, so then I missed a little bit of your speech with a little bit of my network issue, but you did a good job. You did a good research also, dear, right? So then, okay, and I have few suggestions. I have few suggestions on your facial expressions, which I will talk to you later. We will have a telephonic call on that, okay, with your parents also. But you are a wonderful, wonderful speaker. There is no doubt in that. And you are an asset to the whole Chakshumathi community. There is no doubt in that, my dear. You did a good job. You made a very good quote. And that is also a very relevant quote. And nice, nice. I don't have any other things to say. Kushi, over to you, Kushi.
Thank you, sir.
Let me just clarify. Am I also playing the role of an evaluator today, sir?
Yeah. Yes, yes.
Okay, great. Okay. So, Suthan, your speech was way too short for me to evaluate anything. But what I can give you kudos for is that the content which you delivered on, which was the theme of the content was hard work and its importance. I feel like it's great that you're giving hard work such a great pedestal at an early age, because I feel like, yeah, hard work is very important. So good work on selection of the theme. Though I wish it could be more related to the theme we had today, which was about independence, right? So give a speech on what you've been assigned. But other than that, good usage of today's theme. Other than that, you excelled at voice modulation. Your vocal variety was good. Usage of tone, speed was good. Except what I would like you to work on is your I think you had more of a reading tone throughout the speech. I wish you could curb that by using a little bit more of eye contact or like gestures with the audience, so that could be mitigated in future speeches. Other than that, one more commendation I would like to give you is that you were at complete ease with the audience. So that was good. That it's great to see you so confident. And other than that, just use gestures and try to be louder next time. That's all of my suggestions and commendations. Kudos for your great speech, and over to the next speaker we have
Yeah,
today.
before that, I have a
Okay.
small comment.
Okay.
What Sudhan was trying to convey us is just wait. Who is that?
Just unmute yourself.
Krit Baba.
Sorry, mute yourself. Mute
Mute
yourself.
karo, Krit.
Mute
Okay, I
kar-
muted.
Okay.
Okay. So then what he was trying to convey, hard work can bring independence.
Okay. Sorry,
With
I
hard work,
misunderstood.
the success comes and independence. Independence doesn't mean like it is only independence for getting freedom from some other rulers, but independence comes with so many other things. For an example, I don't know, all of you heard about a great philosopher called Jiddu Krishnamurti. Jiddu Krishnamurti is considered as one of the world's topmost philosopher. He was found by Annie Besant and team, and they were teaching him to become a big philosopher. By the age of 12, he was selected. Then at the age of around 20, I think he was staged as a great philosopher after the training, because that is what they were planning to bring in. Okay. But what he said is like, I am not a great philosopher. I am a simple person. I think little extra, that's it. But once, this is during India's freedom struggle time, okay? Once one British journalist asked Jiddu Krishnamurti, everybody in India who are well-known are participating in India's freedom movement. Why you are not participating in India's freedom movement? So Jiddu Krishnamurti asked one question, freedom from who? Unless you give your freedom to someone, nobody will snatch your freedom, right? Your freedom is in your hand, so why do we want to struggle for our freedom? It is our country, it is our people, it is our freedom. That is also a thinking process, different thinking process. Okay? Over to the next speaker. You can call.
Okay. So hopefully these evaluations were helpful, Suthan. And now I would like to call upon the next speaker, who would be Gavel or Ashwin. Can I have him on the virtual stage, please?
Actually, ma'am, I am not prepared for a speech. I didn't post a message actually.
Okay. Oh, that's no issue. Let's call upon the other speaker then, who will be Harsh Mittal. Harsh Mittal, can I have you on the stage?
Can I start?
Yes. Switch on your. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can start.
What do you mean by the independence of India? Independence Day is a state of being free from the slavery of British. A warm good afternoon to all judges and my dear friends. I am Harsh Mittal, study in 9th class. Today I am going to propose a toast on Independence Day. Independence Day is not a day of holiday. It tells us about our history. We can celebrate Independence Day as we get freedom on this day from British rule. After 200 years, the fight for freedom was started on 1857, but we get freedom in 15 August 1947. So we celebrate 15 August as our Independence Day. We are born in independent India, but our freedom fighters were not. We get independence by sacrificing the life of many freedom fighters. I am very grateful for them who fight for our freedom. This is the 75th Independence Day of India. Like every year, the tricolor was unfurled on Red Fort in Delhi by the Prime Minister of India. The states and government webcast their events and celebration. Thank you.
Okay, that was a great speech, Harsh. Now I would like to call upon Ram Kamal sir to give an evaluation.
Hey, Harsh, you always do a good job, good research. Okay, very good. But there is a small issue which you need to really work upon, right? Bringing some facial expressions. Okay, how to bring some facial expressions? That is really a problem with most of the kids I have seen across India on who is having visual impairment. Okay, so facial expressions is, if you are happy, automatically your face becomes smiley, right? If you are not happy, your face becomes very frowning, right? Also, once you want to stress something when you are speaking or when you are doing a talk, your face can bring that expression also, right? Try to make some expressions will speak based to the content. Normally what happens is like, we were used to do like this and we were just deliver speech or answering questions or doing conversations without doing much of facial expressions. The mistake is here where you got the schooling during your smaller ages, especially the blind schools. There, unfortunately, they are not guiding you guys to do that, right? Unless and until there is a big laugh comes, most of the people keep the face same, little dullish kind of expressions, right? It is not your mistake, Harsh. The point what I want to stress here now, you are a budding toaster, right? You are going to have a great future. I know you are a student with good caliber. You will reach very good heights. There is no doubt in that. So these kind of smaller things, we really want to make sure. Facial expressions. Also, you can lift your hand and express something while you talk. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Like once you talk, you can take your hands up. So ask someone from family, from your home, to view your speech for a trial. Or you just next time when you want to do a delivery of speech, the day before or 2 days before the speech, we will be coming to you online. We will listen to your speech. We will put all our comments and we will teach you how to do the expressions. Okay, we will talk. So next time we will look into that. But your speech is great. You did a good job. There is no doubt in that, Harsh. And I really like your spirit because you always want to deliver one speech every club meeting. I really appreciate that. Okay, good job, my son. Very good job. Okay, over to you, Kushi.
Okay, so Harsh, I think this is the third time I'm hearing you speak, and to be honest, you've made great improvements in speaking. So today you based off your speech on independence for India, which was right as per the topic given by Sir. I would like to start off by the content because that's the heavy hitting stuff of a speech, I feel like. So in the content, what I really liked was it was very well researched and it was almost as if you had like plopped down a textbook right here, which was, it's good to be informative. But I feel like if you are giving a informative speech, there are a lot of elements which you can incorporate to your speech to make it more exciting because your presentation style is that of a teacher, right? If you're teaching somebody about independence of India, for example, what you can start off by doing is structuring your content properly. So what I noticed in your speech was you first posed the question of what independence is, but right after that you gave an introduction of yourself. So I would like you to switch both of those and say that first introduce yourself and then start off by explaining the intricacies of independence, right? Other than that, your I feel like if you want to give a speech about independence of India, you can also relate it to your own life. You know, just say, just tell the audience how it was something personal to you, because I feel like it would help the audience connect with you more. Other than that, you appeared a little bit uneasy with the audience because you were quite tight, right? You were quite tight. You weren't using gestures or like moving your face or like any facial expressions, which Ram sir pointed out correctly. But so maybe you could, what you can do here is, I used to have a problem with this too. So there's like no shame. Okay. I used to be like very stoic during speeches. What I did after that was I used to practice in front of the mirror a lot. I used to practice each speech about 5 times before delivering. So what that did to me was it first helped me, use more gestures and use a lot more vocal tones throughout my speech. Other than that, it also gave me a good idea on when to use pauses, when to slow down, and when to like level up my volume and when to level down my volume. So it's a practice thing, right? Other than that, one thing I would really like to commend you on is your spoken language, which was incredibly clear and easily understood. So kudos on that. Other than that, I have no suggestions, and I would really love to hear you moving forward. Great speech, Harsh. So now that I have concluded my evaluation, I would like to call upon the next speaker, who is Atul. Atul, can I have you on the virtual stage, please?
Hello. Okay.
Yeah, you're audible and visible. I think you can start with this.
Hello. Okay. Okay. So, hi everyone. I'm Atul, studying in 10th standard, and we all know today was the Independence Day of India, and Harsh said about that earlier. And first of all, I wish happy Independence Day before starting my speech. So today I was speaking about the first rebellion of Indian independence, which was happened on 1857. So before that, I'm curious to say one thing here. That is, the first rebellion is happened on 1857. Before that, correct 100 years before, at 1757, the British regained almost all over the India at last by defeating the Bengal army, in Bengal kingdom, or can say something like that. And so whatever, I'm starting my speech. So I'm choose this topic because that was the base of all of the later freedom movements in India. We can say that it was based one of the other ways, and I'm quietly influenced by the confidence of the freedom fighters, or we can say freedom fighters of freedom movement, did papers, something like that. I'm very inspired by all of them. We all are inspired, I'm sure. So the reason for the first rebellion was not one. It include the new use of new rivals in the army, which was consist of Indians and working under the British East India Company, and the adoption policy of British. It was and they adopted princely states as states of India through some policies, and the high land taxation was also a reason for this rebellion. In the 1857, about March 31st, March 31st, Mangal Pandey, who was an army officer in the British East India Company, killed a British man, British lawyer or something, because he was love his religion, or he was like not ready with his things, or his things, and like that, and he was questioned. And in the 8th of April, he was the first martyr of the first rebellion. And actually, the May 10th of 1857, the army of Indians that means army of Indians worked on the British East India Company, attacked Delhi and come to the British cottage and killed about at least 50 Europeans. And they marched to the Mughal emperor at that time, and they all gained control over the Delhi city. And they said, the Mughal the Mughal Empire will be the emperor of our India, and the Mughal emperor will be our king. And one of the other reasons, the rebellion was flooded. You can say flooded because so much things happened at various places of India that same period. And the main things happened on Delhi, we already said, and Lucknow and Kanpur. Whatever, the first time it started on the our army fight, it gets a turn and it's become a serious political issue after the gain control by the army of Delhi and some places near to that. At that same time, in the various places, some major events happened, mainly on Lucknow and Kanpur. In Lucknow, the events got more peoples because one thing is the in the army, more peoples are from from Lucknow, and the high taxation of land there. Whatever, it was a failure at all. After the 4 months, the British army regained the control of the Delhi city, and they're able to suppress the army and the fighters. Whatever, we can say it was a basis of all other later freedom movements in India through one or the other way, because their intensified wanted thing. We wanted freedom of India. The Britishers are not ours. Britishers are not true. We want freedom of our people. We want freedom of our country. And that thing is very inspired, very inspiring thing. And also we want to remember now the king was Tamdia Topi and his fighter at that time, and Jhansi Rani, who was considered a great lady. And so anyway, this is my toast, and I'm going to end this toast. So one thing, there is not an exact concentration of the rebellion, and thank you for all.
Thank you for the speech, Atul. Now I would like to call upon Ram Kamal Sir for an evaluation.
Hey, Atul, you did a very brave attempt, I should call it, because you took the route of storytelling. Instead of someone who prepared a speech and delivering it on the speech style, you want to become a great storyteller. You did a good job. I could say like you did a good job. There is a small issue. There is a very, very important thing you need to understand. Whenever you want to deliver a speech in English, you should think in English also. You understand? So your thinking process can't be in Malayalam and delivery can't be in English. There is a small time lapse of constructing words happened just because of this issue. So all of you, not only to Adil alone, all of you, you want to deliver a speech in any language, think in that language also. It's a very, very, very intricate thing I'm talking about. The moment you start thinking in Malayalam or in your mother tongue, then you want to deliver something back in English, there will be a time lapse, little bit of time lapse. Sometimes you may not get that particular word too. But the moment you start thinking in English, what's going to happen? You will get automatically the construction of the words. Your word flow will become very easy. You will not jumble around with the grammar or the word issues. Okay. But overall, let me tell you, Adil, marvelous. You did a good job, a very good job. And I wish if you develop this skill set of storytelling and making it as a speech, nobody can beat you. Nobody can beat you. You are wonderful.
Thank
Okay?
you, sir.
I liked it. Over to you, Kushi.
Thank you, Ram sir, for the evaluation. I highly concur with all of the points you made. Now, Atul, I would like to start off my evaluation by a question. Are you a history enthusiast?
Yes.
Yeah, I could tell your speech was a history lesson in disguise, which is a good thing. You know, I used to sleep in history classes before, but I couldn't fall asleep during your speech. Like, it was very interesting and well constructed. I liked
Yeah.
how you explained how India's independence correlated with your own life, you know, how it influenced you. So that's a big thumbs up for that. Other than that, it was very well constructed, as I pointed out, and it engaged the audience with its construction. Only critique I would have here is that you could have ended a very good speech with a very good bang, you know, by using quotes or like a good ending line, you know, because I felt like your ending was a bit abrupt. So just work on a smoother ending and you're golden. Other than that, I loved the way you used pauses throughout your speech. It kept the listener hooked. So that was a good usage of pauses. Other than that, I would say that it was well delivered, but I would recommend you to use more types of tones throughout your voice, throughout your speech. I felt like it was a bit flat at some instances. So in like vocal variety, you would have like a 7 out of 10 because you still use pauses very well. Just work on tones. You will get a 10 in no time. Other than that, I wished you could have used more physical gestures and to enhance your speech, or even maybe stand up if you're able to stand up during your future speeches, because I feel like it gives you a good vantage point over the audience.
Okay. Thank you.
One really good thing about your speech was that I felt like I was listening to an old professor talk about something he was truly passionate about. It was the ease you felt with the audience was palpable. I was like, it was good to watch a person who wasn't fumbling over their words. But one recommendation I would have here is that you used a lot of filler words throughout your speech. So words like or even like crutch words, and even you stopped at the middle of a sentence by saying or something. So I feel like it signifies an incomplete thought process, which Ramsur pointed out here was that you're thinking in Malayalam and not English, which is okay. It takes time to transition, I guess. One thing I would highly recommend here would be to read a lot of novels in English or newspapers. Read things like that. It would really help you out in articulating your words in English. It helped me a lot. And one thing which we can really learn from your speech is the timing of your speech, because I feel like you did a very good, like a good sized speech. You know, it was, I think, around 500 to 700 words, which is standard for a speech. So it was the the entire duration of his speech was good to evaluate all facets of your public speaking skills. So this is something all of us can learn in this room right now. Other than that, no recommendations. You did a wonderful job. I love hearing from you all the time. So keep up the good work. Now I would like to invite the final speaker of today, who is Arushi. Arushi, can you switch on your camera and unmute yourself? Okay. Wait, Arushi left. Ram sir, I think Arushi left the.
No, she may come back because
Okay.
she may be trying to fiddle around. So it went off. She'll come back. She'll come back.
Okay.
Is anybody else want to deliver any speech today?
Yes,
Suman
I would.
Satyarthi?
No, sir, I won.
Oh, I didn't. You asked for a speech today, no? Okay,
Yeah.
Dutch.
Okay, Dhwaj. Okay, let's start with your speech, Dhwaj.
So, very warm good evening to everyone. My name is Dwaj and I'm from Gujarat. I'm studying in standard 11th in T. Patel English School. So, as today's topic for our toast is independence, and I will speak on independence of India, and it is not a long speech, it's a short speech, and I would give some facts in between, so you might enjoy. So now I would start. So India got independence on 15th of August in 1947. But do you know that British decided to give India independence on June 15th of June 1948. It was decided by British due to very much of rebellions and due to some hard work by Mahatma Gandhi and Sardar Patel. Independence was given us very early. And one more fact, that do you know why Pakistan got independence on 14th of August? Because the British governors want to attend both of the independence. So they decided that we will give independence to Pakistan, and then we will give independence to India as well. And India struggled a lot. Basically, in 1900s, India struggled a lot, and many things got very much disturbed for Indian people. Like the World War First, it began, and as India's people were in the British Army, many Indian people died, and many rebels also took place in that time. And I would like to give some notes that when Gandhiji arrived during the First World War, he was really in a mood that I would give independence to India. And he was really determined that India needs to get freedom. And as one our friend gave speech on rebellion of 1857, and because of that, Gandhiji also was really much determined that India needs to get freedom because we have lost many people. After that, many people joined the Gandhiji, and he started to have a freedom march. First, very bad kill took place in the 19th century was the Jallianwala Bagh movement. Everyone surely knows about it. It took place in 1921. And it was really a sad moment for everyone. Everyone was really getting disturbed by the very dangerous events took place by General Dyer. After that, Dandi March took place by our great freedom fighter Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi. we call him father of nation because he survived a lot. He was sent to jail many times. Do you know one more fact I want to tell you in this toast? That Gandhiji wanted to meet Einstein, and Einstein too wanted to meet. They both had the exchange of letters, couple of letters, and they decided that we will meet in ashram of Gandhiji in India. One more fact: when the Second World War was going to start, many people told Gandhiji that you please try and write letters to Adolf Hitler to stop the World War. And Gandhiji tried his best couple of times. And do you know what did Gandhiji address Adolf Hitler in that letters? My friend. So you can think that Gandhiji was very peace-loving. And one more fact before ending this, my speech was India really got late independence. Why? Because India was trying a lot to get independence in 1944, but still British managed to take control till 3 years. And that 3 years were really dangerous for India as well as British, because both sides were trying to take control. And one more thing, the biggest struggle was there after independence, because many small kingdoms wanted to live independently. And you know one of them, which is Kashmir. If Kashmir would have joined India, then Kashmir would be our part. But no, he thought that no, I want to be an independent kingdom. So we don't have Kashmir right now. So thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Okay, great speech, Dhwaj. Now I would like to call upon Ram Kamal Sud for an evaluation.
Hey, Harsh, there is a big factual error. Kashmir is with us only. Kashmir is with India only. Okay. Okay. Initially, the king of Kashmir, Hari Singh, want to keep the country as its own state, right? So there were some negotiations here and there, and later it was misused by someone else. Anyway, now Kashmir is back to us. Kashmir is fully part of Indian Union now. There is no special state, no special flag, no nothing. It is Indian flag is flying there in Kashmir. Article 370 was abolished. And you may remember the speech of our little Gavel Zainab from Kashmir. She was talking about how Kashmir and how the people at Kashmir, especially the people with special needs, are enjoying now rule of India and getting all the freedom and also getting their right dues. So that is there. Okay, Harsh. So that is okay. But you also took a good route today as like a storyteller and bringing some facts and quotes into the speech. Okay. But I doubt your father or mother came and tie your hand to the table or to the chair. Why can't you use your hand also while you talk? Okay. So the expressions will be much better. People will feel more engaged, right? That is one thing. The rest is okay. You have your own style, your own way, your own speech, and you're improving a lot. So I'm just asking everybody today, why can't we do our next Toastmaster meeting with mother tongue speakers? For an example, Ashwin talk in Tamil, Susan talk in Tamil, Adul talk in Malayalam, Arushi may talk in Hindi, Naresh may talk in Telugu, and Daj will talk in Sanskrit. Can you talk in Sanskrit?
Sir, it's Gujarati. My mother tongue is Gujarati. Na?
I know that you are learning Sanskrit, no? Right?
Yeah, sir, I'm learning.
We need someone to, because this is exactly the question I want to ask you. Nobody got a mother tongue called Sanskrit. Unfortunately, that is our primary language, right?
Yes. Sir.
But since you're learning, why don't you adapt it as your mother tongue for the speech?
Sir, I would try because.
Yeah, try.
Yes.
There is no hard and fast rule like you want to get all A plus, nothing, right?
Yes.
So next time on our next Toastmaster meeting, Toastmaster and Gavel Club meeting, everybody will be talking 4 minutes in their mother tongue and 4 minutes translation of that talk in English. Can we do that?
Yes, sir.
Sir, I can, sir, can
Yeah, sure, sir, definitely.
Yeah,
Something
Ashwin.
interesting.
Yeah, Naresh, there is a difference in that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's something interesting also. The participant can get grip on his or her mother tongue and the translation and also it's something different we can do.
Yeah. Okay, so we are going to try that on our next Toastmaster meeting. Okay, which will be on the 5th of October, right? 5th of October. So everybody should deliver a speech. There is no question. Okay, but if you can let us know in advance so that we can give you some training also in the speech before that, right? Okay, now I think our one speaker who really missed the chance and came back because she had some technical trouble, Arushi is there. And after Kushi's evaluation on Dutch, we will go with Arushi. Okay? Over to you, Kushi.
Okay. So, Dvaj, I've seen you grow throughout these few meetings in the past few months, and it's been a journey to say the least. You've improved so much, and you've taken my evaluations into account, which makes me feel great about being a part of your journey in public speaking. So let's come on to the hard facts now, right? So the first thing I would like to review you is on vocal variety. So great use of volume, very loud, very assertive, well done on that. Tone was a bit wonky. I wish you could have incorporated a more engaging approach when coming to tone. I felt like you were reading, so that's why. Just keep eye contact with the audience and like deliver your speech by kind of memorizing it, practicing it a bit more. And speed is good. It was compatible with the audience, like it flowed well, so that speed was good. Other than that, let's come on to the gestures. Now, Ram Kamal sir already pointed this out, that you should use more of your hands or like move your face. Or so gestures could be incorporated to make a more impactful speech. Other than that, I would just recommend you to stand up if you can. And one thing I would like to commend you on is your usage of facial expressions. I could see that you were smiling the entire time. So that was great because I felt like you were in touch with the audience and you were very inviting and welcoming when giving your speech. So good work on that. Now let's come on to the content and the grammar. So content was interesting, relevant, to the point with what the theme was. And one thing I really liked about it was that it was very textbook, but you made it engaging by, engaging the audience. You threw out questions like, oh, do you know what independence is? Or do you know when India got its independence? Like, not exact questions like that, but you did throw out a lot of questions. So good work on that. Grammar, I would like to give you an improvement here is that you, what I noticed throughout your speech was you were connecting sentences with words like because and like conjunctions. Okay, so it was kind of unnecessary to connect unrelated sentences using conjunctions. So I get that you want to make it continuous, but sometimes using pauses would really help you out and end sentences when they're meant to. So one thing I could recommend you on grammar is that you could start reading, and you could look. One thing which is very good here is that you can watch a lot of YouTube videos. So watch like TED videos or like influential speakers. You would see how they use pauses to get a good hook on the audience. So one recommendation there and suggestion. And one thing I would like to commend you on is that you engaged the audience and you were completely aware of the audience. So you were inviting, welcoming. So audience awareness is a 10 out of 10 for you. So these are all my recommendations and suggestions. Hope you take them into account. Hope this helps you. Now I would like to call upon Arushi for her speech.
Excuse me. Hello, Ram sir.
First of all, I'm sorry. I had a bit of technical glitch just now, so I probably missed my chance initially. Okay, so good afternoon, everybody. My name is Arushi Gambhir, and I'm here to post a toast on independence. I'm here to propose a toast on independence and what it means to me. Freedom to me is synonymous to self-sufficiency. It amounts to me being able to navigate life on my own terms without having to depend on those around me to do what I need to do. It means taking my own decisions without having to take unsolicited advice from people who have never been in my shoes. I mean, have you ever been referred to random babas and hospitals? But here's another question. Has my country been able to give me the means to navigate life on my own terms as a disabled person? I don't think so. I can't imagine going to purchase groceries on my own or going for a brunch with my friends alone. The fear of not being able to use lifts and accessing laboratories in school alone had me gripped in the clutches of dependency for 12 years of my life. So when we talk about freedom, has anyone actually considered the perspective of disabled people? For us, before freedom comes the constant battle of changing perspectives that see us as nothing but objects of pity or as an extreme of inspiration. Disabled people are always expected to achieve something great, all while fighting ableism and a society that's clearly designed for our exclusion. I feel like India would only be truly free if we create a society that gives everyone the means to thrive and respects the right to autonomy. Thank you. Over to the Toastmaster.
Okay, thank you for that speech, Arushi. Now I would like to call upon Ram Kamal sir for his evaluation.
Arushi,
Yes.
in Malayalam, we say Gambir means excellent. Okay?
Thank you.
So Arushi Gambir is excellent in today's delivery. You did a brilliant toast. And I don't have words to say anything, but only one thing. You are in a hurry. You are in a hurry means you are just going rocket speed. Right? You could have paused a little bit. You could have taken a breath. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Right? Rest is quite good. You did a good job. Very good job, dear. And every Toastmaster program, I want to hear your speech. There is no doubt in that. Because you are a good orator. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
And there is no doubt in that. And you did a good job. A very good job. And you well coined the word independence and in the freedom, all those things properly into your life. You
Thank
coined
you,
it nicely and very good job. And I liked it. Thank you. Over to you, Kushi.
Okay, Arushi. So, referring to your first speech and this speech, there's like exponential improvement already. So, I'm really looking forward to your speeches moving ahead too. So, let's come on to the content. I could see that you have modified your content to include the audience needs. You threw out questions. You made it more personal and relevant to the topic. And you also gauged the interest of the audience by, making it more personal and giving out stories. I felt like that was a huge improvement from today's morning speech. And the second facet of your speech I would like to commend you on is your usage of grammar. When you were delivering your speech now, I felt like you were an incredibly well read and a person who was very in touch with their very in touch with how to use English and how to explain it to an audience. So that was well done. I thought you had a very good usage of vocabulary and grammar. So kudos on that. I could hear you use a lot of idioms like sprinkled into your speech. So good work on that as well. But let's come on to a few suggestions which I would like you to work on in the future speeches. One thing is integrating physical gestures when you're giving a speech. I feel like it makes it more impactful and it makes the audience understand the actual how do I say this? Like the volume of a word, like the actual volume of a sentence or a phrase. So integrate physical gestures moving forward. And coming to vocal variety, you had a somewhat of an hurried speed, as Ram sir mentioned. So I felt like as if you're very well read now, I feel like what we people have a lot is that we read way too fast. So that doesn't translate well into a speech. So what I do here is that I practice in front of a mirror as I recommended to someone before, to just examine myself before a speech. Am I actually in touch with the audience when I'm speaking very fast or very slow, or people are understanding me or not? Because when you hear yourself, it does make an impact on how you speak moving forward. Other than that, you speaking of tones throughout your speech, it was good that you had a lot of inflections throughout your speech. It was like a high, low, which is like the style you would see in Narendra Modi. He uses it way too much, but like you used it a correct amount. Okay? So that was good. And volume is the third thing in vocal variety. And it was loud and assertive and good. I have no recommendations there. Speaking of clarity, you were an exemplary speaker. You were always understood well. So good work on that. So these things are great. One more suggestion I would like to give you is that your eye contact was a bit
it was off.
Yeah, it was a bit wonky, I would say, because you were reading and then you were reading and presenting. So what you can do is you can actually memorize the speech before giving it, or what you can do is you can have a pointer card in which I can show you my pointer card right here. So I haven't written out exactly everything what I have to say, right? I just have pointers and I elaborate on those. So maybe you can use that to mitigate that problem of reading out your entire speech. So that was one recommendation. But all in all, you had a very good improvement since the morning. Can't even believe that this is your second speech, and looking forward to hearing more speeches from you. So I think this is it for all the prepared speakers we had today, sir.
I think we have our little Krit. You want to do a speech?
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir. I want to do.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, great.
Without you, how can we finish the club function?
Yeah, sir. I gave my name in the group as well.
Oh, somehow I missed it, Baba. Sorry for that. Okay.
Yes, sir. No problem. So good afternoon to all my present here. And as you all know, my name is Chris, and I am from UP. So today I am present here to give a speech on our Independence Day. So as you all know that today is the 75th Independence Day. So I would like to wish you all a happy Independence Day. And so let me ask and see what is independence. So basically, independence is freedom that each and every person had its own freedom that he can do anything, he can speak any language, and he can eat anything. He has access to his all the features if he is living in a country. He is equal to everybody. What exactly that means freedom. And we celebrate our Independence Day every year on 15th of August. Our India got independence on 15th of August 1947. As you all know that our many people have helped us to get independence, like Bhagat Singh, Mangal Pandey, etc. And because of them, because of the freedom fighters, today we have got independence and we are alive in this country and we are living and we can do anything. We can eat anything, we can do any work of our choice, whatever we want. Many works are available today to do, but out of that, we can decide what work we have to do. Exactly, this means what is independent. So let me give you an example. Suppose you are in a house and there you are searching for a job, but you got a job of engineer and you want to be a doctor, and people are forcing you to be an engineer and not listening that what you want to do. So that means that you don't have freedom to choose your work. That means you're not equal in the country. You're not equal to other people. So this is not fair. This is not equality. And if we are living in a democratic country, so the equality should be exist there, and every person should be equal. So I will highly recommend that we should do whatever we want, and we should always thank them freedom fighters who have really helped us to get independence, because without them it was never possible. And also to them soldiers who are working for us on the borders right now. If you are listening my speech and I am giving you speech, so because of whom? Because of them soldiers who are protecting us and our country from terrorists and other countries. That's we are sitting in our house and we can easily give speeches. So once again, happy Independence Day to all of you, and stay home, stay safe. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Krit, for that great speech. Now I would like to invite Ram Kamal Sir for his evaluation.
Great. I know why your camera was not on today. Krit came out of his hospital bed a few days back after his eye surgery. Okay. But to tell you very frankly, I'm hearing Krit from 2020 April. The Crete 2020 April, the Crete now today in August 15, 2021, what a huge transformation. Excellent speech, my little boy. If you are nearby me, I may give a kiss to you. You did a good job, excellent job. You did proper pause and proper preparation, I could say, like, and also got good weight to the topic. So nice, very good, great. I'm really proud of you, myself. Okay? Over to you, Kuchi.
Okay, Chris, I was really surprised by your speech because you sound so young, but your voice is comparable to like Barack Obama or something. Like the actual content is beautifully constructed. So let's come on to. I was about to criticize you for not like switching on the camera, but thankfully Ram sir told me what happened, and I hope you recover soon, Krit. Okay. So first of all, let's come on to the content, right? So it was well structured, highly compelling, and great ending. So like a call to action. So a great ending. Other than that, you engaged the audience with questions and examples throughout the speech, which made it more relatable and more understandable, in my opinion. So that was done very well. So a content gets like a 10 out of 10, no questions asked. Okay. Now let's come on to the more mechanical aspects of things, which is like how you presented yourself. Now I can't really judge you here a lot because I couldn't assess eye contact or comfort with the audience. But what I can say is that you had an excellent clarity throughout the speech. You excelled at using the spoken word for communication, right on like here. So good work on that. Other than that, you also excelled at using tone, speed, and volume as tools. I could hear you giving an emphasis on words which really mattered. Like I could picture you. I can picture you saying "you" twice, but one with more emphasis. So I really like that you were using a selective emphasis on things. So that was done very well. Other than that, I really don't have any recommendations right here. You had like a near perfect speech, in my opinion. And honestly, I would love to see you keep improving on what you already have. And next time, switch on the camera once you're better. Okay. I would love to see you speak again. Thank you for your speech.
Okay, thank you, ma'am, for inviting me, and I will give speech again. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, now, Suman, do you want to deliver a speech? Or yeah, go ahead, Suman. If you can switch on your camera. Suman.
Yes, yes, sir. I'm just switching on. Am I visible?
Just set your camera a
Visible,
little back.
but you have to go a little behind. You're using a mobile phone, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
You're holding it. Okay, you go ahead, no problem. Next time, keep the phone in some place in the table, then you can talk so that we can see your face completely.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. You can go ahead this time. Yeah. Keep your camera a little far. Yeah, that is fine. Fantastic. Go ahead.
My name is Suman. I am from Bihar, and this is my first toast. And first of all, I wish to everyone a happy Independence Day. And I want to talk about soul liberty. Good afternoon, everyone. As we all know that we are celebrating 75th independence. So I think that soul liberty is also as important as nations. What is soul liberty? I think that this question would come in your mind. So basically, what we want to do and what we are doing, both things are different, because if we are doing that thing which we want, that is soul liberty from my perspective. And if we are doing something which is imposed by someone, that I think it is not a it is not a liberty, soul liberty. So this is the good thing, that now we are free to do anything, and just because of our soldiers, our freedom fighter, which gave freedom us. So as we all see that still poverty, corruptions, and such evils are there. So I don't think so that in these evils existence, every citizen can be independent, because then only independence meaning will be meaningful. Then every citizen would be independent by own. So it is our duty, and I think that as a society, as a nation, we all need to think on it. And definitely, if we all will come together and help each other to be independent, then definitely that, as earlier time, our nation called as a Vishwa Guru. So that that is a dream in right scenario. So that will be absolutely convert in reality. So that I want to see. So thank you. And one thing I want to, at last, I want to talk about our soldiers, that every time we should remember them, because whenever Independence Day come, that time only we salute them. So that is the not good attitude. So because I would like to share a thought of Rabindranath Tagore. They said that every day is the same day, and every day has 24 hours. So the way of thinking is different. So that is the thing. Again, wish you very happy Independence Day, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Suman, for your speech. Now I would like to call upon Ram Kamal sir for your evaluation.
Hey, Suman, what standard you are studying?
Sir, I am in first year graduation.
Graduation. Okay. Where, in which college?
It's Daulat Ram College from Delhi University.
Delhi University. All right. Suman, you got a great future. There is no doubt in that. Okay. And this is the first time we are hearing you. And I could say that I was just trying to speech, expecting like you are going to give a toast after 3 club meetings. If your speech you are going to deliver after 3 club meetings, what will be the difference? I can very well say that you will improve it to a level where a great orator's skill with all great orator skill, there is no doubt in that. Just today, you tried your level best to deliver a good speech, and you prepared also very well. That I can understand from your speech. Very nice. Looking forward to hear from you in the coming programs. And next time, what you do is like instead of holding the camera, keep the camera in a proper place on. Then you can talk and stand and talk. Okay, so that we can see your complete face. This time I can see your face little bit here and there also. But you did a good job. Good job, Suman. Okay, you are at home or you are in the hostel?
Sir, I'm in the hostel.
In NAB hostel or? No.
No, sir. It is BWS.
BWS. Okay. But you did a good job. Okay, and I will talk to you later on or some of the future plans. Good job, Suman. Very good attempt, and you got a good voice, and also you know how to take the attention of the people also. Some little bit of connectivity issues are there that Kushi is going to mention. Thank you.
Okay, so Saman, this was your first speech, right? About independence. So, okay, first of all, I can't even believe that this was your first speech, Suman, because it was executed to a very good level. You know, it was done very well. Can't say the same for my speech, to be honest. And honestly, any improvement I give you here on is just take it as a way to only go up now, because this was just your first speech and there are so many more things you can do to enhance it. So let's come on to the content first. So what I liked about your content was that you had a very good usage of vocabulary throughout the speech, truly delivered by someone who has mastery over English, right? But there are a few recommendations I have here. First is that I could hear you thinking. You know, throughout the speech, I felt like you were delivering it on the spot, like an impromptu speech, because I felt like it was not prepared well, or I guess, or like not practiced enough. So that's why I could hear you think out your sentences, and I could hear you say these clutch words and filler words like and like things like that. So my recommendation here would be to just practice a little more before delivering your speech. Other than that, one more thing I liked about your content would be that you threw out a lot of questions to the audience. So I only wish that you could do it a little bit more throughout the speech, okay? Let's come on to the vocal variety and the clarity of your speech. So one very good thing about your speech was that I could clearly understand every single word you were enunciating. So good job on that. I feel like you have a good hold on English as a language. But coming to like your tone and speed, I feel like you had a lot of long pauses and you spoke in pretty much a monotone throughout your speech. So monotone as in you just used one single tone throughout the speech. So what you can do here is what I recommend to everyone is look up a lot of look up speeches on YouTube or start because I feel like a majority of improvements can only be in your speech in particular can be made in the style of delivering and not the actual content. In my opinion, the content could be well structured, but majority of the improvements just in delivering. So look up good public speakers and try to take a little bit from them and even impart your own style into it. Other than that, I don't have a lot of recommendations. I just wish that you could have positioned your camera a little bit better so I could have assessed your eye contact and like gestures throughout the speech. But I mean, I get that there are tech glitches all the time, so it's fine. Okay. So other than that, I really look forward to hearing you speak more in our club, and great attempt at a first speech.
Okay, guys, I just want to remind you one more thing. Every first and third Sundays of a month, Chakshumathi, Toastmasters and Gavel Club meets. So ask all your friends also to join. Even if they are not going to deliver a toast, they can listen to a toast, get inspired, maybe probably in future club meetings, they may also deliver some speeches. Being a great speaker is not by birth, it is by practice. And I can very well say that all of you can do that without any problems. So I wish all of you a happy Independence Day. We all have to fight for our independence, our freedom. Okay? Where I should say our freedom comes from our own merits. If you're really smart or try to become very smart, automatically the freedom will come to you. There's no doubt in that. Naresh, do you want to comment anything on today's program?
Sir, not a comment. I would like to speak on Independence Day.
Great, go ahead. Okay.
Let me turn on my camera. Sir, am I visible?
Yeah, but there is a bright light on the backside of you. You turn 360 degree, you'll be all right, if you can. You're using a mobile phone, no? You're using a mobile phone. There is no light in your face. Okay? Because
Yes.
Okay, now it is fine. Now it is fine. Okay, go ahead.
Now it is clear, no?
Yeah, very clear, very clear. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. I am Naresh from Andhra Pradesh. Today, I would like to speak on Independence Day. First of all, my heartiest greetings to all my dear Indians, whether you are in India or in abroad. A very happy 75th Independence Day to one and all. This day, the 15th of August of every year, is a golden day engraved in the history of the world. We got freedom on this date, and it is a day worth a celebration. When we celebrate it by hosting the flag, playing the national anthem with fervor, distributing the sweets, we need to sail back into the past to remember and pay homage to the builders of our nation. My dear friend, we are privileged lot to have been born in free India. We are able to breathe the fresh air since our birth. If at all we want to know the pangs of agonies of being slaves under a foreign rule, we must ask our elders and forefathers who have born before 1947. In those days, it was indeed a Himalayan task for every Indian to fight against those giant the British rulers. We must not allow those hard times and struggle fade away from our memory. Hence, it is befitting for us to celebrate such a national festival and remember those heroic deeds of our national heroes. As we recall those martyrs who laid their precious lives for our sake and We must not ignore the common people who sacrificed their life for this good cause. There were farmers, businessmen, landlords, teachers, writers, poets, and students helped to achieve this long cherished freedom. We are a country of a vast diversity, and our unity makes us a strong nation. From technology to agriculture, we are ranked among the top countries of the world. As we recall all the achievements of our nation on the Independence Day, let us not forget our soldiers. We ranked among the top 5 military powers in the world. And thanks to our brave soldiers, that we can live peacefully in our country. On this Independence Day, let us pledge to do a bit as a citizen to make our country great and proud. Let us be inspired by our soldiers and work together to make our country a better place to live in. Once again, I wish a very happy 75th Independence Day to everyone. Thank you. Jai Bharat, Jai Hind. Over to the Toastmasters.
Okay, thank you, Naresh, for your speech. Can I have Ram Kamal sir on the stage, please?
Naresh, I'm not going to give any evaluation on your speech, but I want to give some small comment. For all of you, you should understand Naresh is Chakshumathi's freedom fighter. Because he is handling all our, let us flatten the inaccessibility curve, the inaccessibility which is not giving freedom to all our dear friends. He is trying to flatten it. So he is, in fact, one of the freedom fighters with Chakshumathi, who is handling supportive training programs for all the community members to come out of the life's problems and become independent. And your speech is wonderful, Naresh. No comment in that. You are Naresh as always, right? And today being an Independence Day, I saw you also, the camera. Beautiful, nice job. I know you are in the hostel. This college restarted. So you had to be back in the college also. And but again, spending a lot of time to create training programs for Chakshumathi. Thank you, Naresh. Thank you very much. Over to you, Kuchi.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir, for your evaluation. Now I should commence with my evaluation. So first of all, Naresh, I would like to commend you that I could see that you were confident throughout your speech. Like I couldn't see you wavering one bit. So that was like a good show of confidence in the speech. Only recommendation I have here is that though you were confident, you weren't exactly open with the audience. So there's a difference here that you could have used a little more, first of all, you could have used a little more physical gestures to, enhance your delivery, like make them come in when you're speaking. The second thing is that I wish you could have stood up a little bit with like a little bit more of your posture thoda straight. Okay. And so that was just a few things when we were talking about the comfort level with the audience. And the second thing I would like to commend you on is that I could see that you were trying to use eye contact throughout your speech you were trying to look at the audience, which was a good sign in my books. So the kudos on that. Other than that, let's come on to the content. Okay, though the content was well structured, organized very well. And I could see that you do design courses because it was done very masterfully in a way. It was done as if it was in a textbook, which is where the problem lies. So people are not textbooks, right? Can't just emulate a book to engage an audience. So that's why I thought it was a bit cliche when you, because I felt like you were reading a textbook, right? So my recommendation when it comes to content is I wish you could have made it a little more personal, like include stories, include funny anecdotes about fun, not funny, but like just anecdotes which relate to you and independence, because I feel like everything you said could have been just read in a textbook and not in a stage. So make it personal so we have incentive to listen to you, right? So that's one thing. The second thing is a reading tone can be distinguished from a reading from an actual speech by heart. So when you're reading, your tone almost always is flat because there are no major inflections when you're reading, right? So one recommendation here would be to do either to memorize the speech or make like pointer cards so you can just read one sentence and elaborate on it further. Okay, but one thing which was very good about your vocal variety, which relates to tone a little bit, is that it was very clear, very loud, good volume, and it was very easily understood. So that was done very well throughout the speech. Just keep in mind all of the pointers which I gave, like suggestions I gave you today, because that they could really enhance your speech and like take them to the next level. So, but good work on the speech nonetheless, and I really look forward to hearing more from you.
Thank you, ma'am. Definitely.
Naresh, I know you are not reading the speech, but what happened is like when someone uses a screen reader for a long time, we get a tendency to talk on the screen reader and voice modulation. But you did a beautiful job. That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think everybody did their part today, right? Real good club program. I liked it. Okay, so let us meet again on September 5th, Sunday at 3 p.m. And our program is very simple. You're going to talk 4 minutes on your topic in your own mother tongue, then translate it 4 minutes for us. Okay? Let us see. It will be variety. It will be good variety, definitely. And all of you take care, stay home, and I'll be posting the YouTube link. Watch your speech again and again in the YouTube link so that you can understand where you went wrong, where you excel well, where you can make a little more better kind of thing. So watch it. So thank you all for today's club meeting and wishing you all a happy Independence Day. Thank you, Kushi. Thank you, Kushi, to become a great Toastmaster.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me. It was lovely hearing all of your speeches. So, okay, happy Independence Day to everyone. Okay.
Bye-bye.